Yesterday's game was fun. I think the idea that I actually was enjoying, and I don't even want him to win. Like, I kind of want the best chance of Connor Bedard they can get, the prize of the draft. Adam Fantilli, not bad either. But I mean, seriously, if you, in fact, the Fantilli, 1 or 2 would be just fine with me.
I have no problem.
But the bottom, to put what they put on the ice, which was the 4 first-round picks, and to play as well as they did, and to see that group together, the whole pushing and shoving at the end of the second bit, like,
it's the best.
Honest to God, it was like seeing. You felt like, and this is an utter and gross overreaction.
Yes,
but it was a window into the future, and it was encouraging to go into Toronto and play that way. And I allow myself to enjoy it in the moment. So,
and for those that didn't see it, at the end of the second period, you had the last 4 first-round picks, with the exception of the goaltender Sebastian Kosa, who was a later first-round pick that they had. But you had Marco Kasper, who was making his hockey debut, NHL debut. Simon Edvinsson, Lucas Raymond, and Mo Seider were all on the ice together. I think it was just by happenstance, really. And Andrew Kopp was the extra one out there. And there's a scrum, and it's Kasper that starts the scrum. He's pushing back, so he's sticking up for himself, which I love for a kid who's 18 years old, who turns, I think, 19 today. But he's 18, and he's sticking up for himself. And then you get Lucas Raymond who starts getting scrappy with it. Mo Seider's getting scrappy with it. And then Edvinsson at the end just kind of it was a bunt and just kind of tossed him aside like he was nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yes, this is what I want. They don't need to fight. But a couple weeks ago, we're talking about this team, and people are calling in, and rightfully so, maybe more than a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, about they lack the toughness. They're not doing the things they need to do. And these guys all stuck up for themselves and each other. And it's the future of this team. These are all the first-round picks in the last 4 years. It's awesome.
There must have been some proud papa smiling coming from Steve Yzerman just in that moment. I don't want to overplay it, right? I mean,
I want to overplay it. I want to overplay it because it's in direct contrast to what we're seeing with the other teams. The Pistons have 16 wins on the season. 16. Mm-hmm. Now, could they have more? Absolutely. But they are doing absolutely nothing to try to do more. How could he do more? Cade Cunningham could be playing. You could have Bogdanovich could be playing. Guys could be playing, but they're not. They're shut down for this season, and they have been for a long time now. But they've given up. They're just waiting out the draft lottery, see what happens. And then you've got the Tigers, and not a whole lot of hope going into the season. And then they get swept, and by the time you're watching the Red Wing game, you know that they were swept. So at least this one, I'm going to make more out of it than absolutely needs to be made more out of it. Gives me so much hope that at least the Red Wings are headed in the right direction. I feel like the Pistons can be, given where they're going to draft, hopefully. But you're not certain of it. The Tigers, good God, it feels like, all hope is lost and we're stuck in this continuous rebuild. But the Red Wings, at least, damn it, they have more points than they did last year, and they showed some moxie last year. They were still in the playoff chase 5 weeks ago, but they're not giving up. They're still scrapping and trying to win some games, and they're doing it with the younger lineup, and that's what you want to see.